This is the Black Pot, aka Coco Show, number where we speak truth to power. We just had some power outage, and well, we are back again, and this is what is happening these days. Doom saw all over the place, and I do apologize for the power outage. We are back, and we're going to continue. Well, we're reading your comments before the break, and Wanini Boy says, "Welcome, King Blakk. Good evening." Mohammed Bajer one says, Anula Mbiale, I think we read this message earlier, all right? More messages coming in, all right? So this is the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kuku Show. Keep your messages coming in. And remember to share this broadcast. Blakk, and this is from Gibril Musa. He says, Blakk, I am addicted to your songs and program as well. Keep on doing the good job for the country. Ja, blessed love, and thanks so much. Youngster Ali says, the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. I salute you, Blakk. Blessed love, respect. Mark Romeo Fori says, Woyo, Kondo Guda says, Woyo, Yadanaya. It means there's no trust anymore. He says, doing the monitoring. Yadanaya says, come here. Come home for Faila Kukatona. Come and cheer up. Well, I've told you already what I stand for. Asma Banda says, my legendary Black Rasta, thanks for your wisdom, your preaching and your patriotism. And I and my family and friends are watching you. And we watch you every day without you, in fact, lecturing us every day. We will not sleep. Wow. All right. Doniba Abraham says, how can I get you, my brother? Well, our contact will be running on the screen. You pick it up, Black Empire Media, and you can always find me. Instead of giving employment opportunities to them in the north so they don't migrate. Well, to train them here, it's not also bad. It's just like you move from the north and come to school in Accra. So they are coming for training so that at least they can return to the north and some other parts of Ghana to work. Kweku Ambil says, good observation and question. Well, that's what he's saying. Yes, so with time, we will need to also have such facilities in the north as well. Oh yes, it is good to have the facilities here and also to have the facilities over there. It should actually have started with the facilities in the north. But there are already a lot of them here. To tackle them from here and quickly deal with the northern situation too will not be bad. But remember that they also have vocational schools in the north. They have to be empowered to be able to train the young girls and even young boys with skills, you know. Alexander Kwesi says, Tuma. And Kweku Embil is brother. Kweku, thank you so much. He's all the way in Chicago. Blessed love. Tuma Black Rasta. Happy New Year 2024 to you all. Blakk, these young politicians have to be careful because the African living abroad is forming a special group to fight against young politicians that will run to any country after their party loses an election. They are going to be targeting the corrupt young politicians, and we are watching you from Ontario, Canada. I wish that happens, and I wish that it should not even be Africans who are doing that, but the countries, if it's America, if it's England, their system should be able to deal with that so that we don't leave that to Africans who are forming private groups to do that. That would only be an embellishment. AI Jen says, good. Keep spreading the positive vibes. Your Rap Thunder says, we appreciate you for yesterday, the Cookathon. That was where we reached. Earlier, Paul Skimo says, what is that? What's that symbol? I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a salute. Okay. And then Harry Watson KJC says, my dear Ghana. Philip also says, watching you live from New York City. Blakk says, Blakk, good evening. Sometimes I wish you leave Ghanaians to their fate. Well, this is the comment that he was, making about people, insulting me and doing all that. Well, I've answered it and I told you that, listen, man, we are fixated on the price. So we don't let the backing dog stop us from reaching there. You understand? So don't worry about those who are insulting. If you can, educate them, you can educate them. If you can't, let them keep backing. but we are fixated on the prize and we shall never relinquish that power. Blakk says, view, that's reading on your view on this Guinness book, whatever makes me, Guinness book, whatever makes me sad and angry. Yes, that's how Ghanaians are. When they don't agree with you, they insult you. Rather than debating with you, we have a long way to go. They don't agree with you, they insult you. Rather than debating with you. You are ignorant. You don't even know what the Guinness Records book is all about. How it started. And somebody is teaching you about it. And trying to tell you that it's not a perfect book. In the past, it even had murderers in it. Now they are expunging all those unwanted material from the records book. And I'm telling you, for a man or a woman to lose sleep for 3 days and over, they are committing suicide. And that you don't understand. What have I said that is difficult for people to understand? It's just that they have taken an entrenched populist position. And when you have a country that thrives in populism, it's a country that is headed towards hell. Write it down. A country that is, or better still, a country that thrives in populism is a country headed for disaster. Think about it. Populism is, oh, this is what a lot of the people are saying. And therefore, you don't think about it. You also go and join it and add to the majority. Hey, hey, hey. A few minority can change things. It's just a matter of thinking. You understand that? Blakk says, okay, well, that's Philip Owusu says, we are watching you live from New York City. Well, Blakk says, I should leave Ghanaians alone because we mean good and they only come sending insults and all that. All right, so that's that. We've tackled it. Musa Jawad says, Blakk, I don't know how our country is going to develop since leaders are only thinking of winning power for their selfish interests. MPs are also busy thinking of being in parliament for their self. Well, this is what we've been talking about. It's sad. We are thinking about winning elections rather than satisfying our people by fighting the economic problems that we have. And the citizens also feel like they can only help the nation develop if they are in a political position. They don't know they are even more powerful than the politician. Again, sadly, we are a populist nation. We follow things that have a popular support. And it is not every time that the majority is right. Sometimes the whole majority is wrong. They are not ready for education. The little they know, in fact, becomes poison for them. No wonder they say little knowledge is poison. Incomplete knowledge is more than just poison. Run it, my youth. All right? All right, so that's all we have, for now in terms of your messages. Keep your messages coming in. And, of course, this is the Blakk Pod. Come here. Next story. Now, the next story, and I'm going to be quick so that Doomsaw doesn't come again. You know, Mahama vindicated over Wassce cheating. Mahama mentioned it point blank that there was a lot of cheating in the Wassce examination that just finished. And many people took him to the cleaners. Koku Enyidoho said it. Remember yesterday we talked about him and we said that the facts are clear. In fact, Edu Watch even brought us a lot of facts. But people are still asking Mahama to bring evidence. Well, today it looks like the evidence that you've been looking for has been presented again. This is not the first time we are seeing this evidence. But it has gone viral. Run it, my youth. Now this is it. How WAYEC officially vindicated Mahama over Wassce cheating claims. Watch this. Former President John Dramani Mahama has recently come under fire for comments about the integrity of the West African Senior Secondary Certificate Examination. Wassce, come here. Now, the National Democratic Congress NDC 2024 flag bearer raised concerns about the authenticity of the 2023 Wassce results ostensibly due to the massive passes recorded. Mahama alleged instances of lax invigilation and teacher involvement in student cheating, warning of potential consequences for the country's educational system. And he was right. But Koku, and you know who will criticize anything Mahama right or wrong, which is sad, and some other people like the present vice president of the republic also came to speak nonsense. Oh, you worked very hard to pass. Forget about Mahama. Well, those who conducted the examinations and put the examinations in the hands of our security operatives are disappointed that there was massive cheating. Watch this video from WAEC, and when we return, we shall close it.
As a policy of the Council, we give regular updates on our examination to carry our public with us on issues. The written papers for the Wassce for School Candidates 2023 started on August 21st, 2023 at all the 834 centers across the country. Monitoring. The Council, working in collaboration with the National Intelligence Bureau and personnel of the Ghana Police Service, are monitoring the conduct of the examination. We have also deployed our specially trained monitoring agents in order to increase our presence in more schools across the country. Observation. The examination is being administered successfully, and measures put in place to ensure test security from the printing, packing, and distribution of question papers are in full operation. We have observed that the pre-examination activities carried out have yielded dividends, as many of the schools are adhering to the rules governing the conduct of the examination. There is a high level of comportment at most of the centers on the part of the candidates as well as the supervisors and invigilators. It is, however, sad to note that some of the schools have devised grand schemes for cheating at their examination centers. Information reaching us indicates that some of the schools charged their candidates varying sums of money ranging between 500 and 1,000 Ghana cedis each to enable them get assistance during the examination. This practice has given those candidates a certain sense of entitlement.
Did you hear that? It's a 10-minute speech. That some schools paid money to invigilators and teachers to teach. They cheated. This is not the first time they are giving us this evidence. Remember the AI evidence? And this is another evidence. And evidence from Edu Watch. Do we need God to come down and tell us that our children were allowed to cheat? For political expediency, probably. Oh, the SHS, free SHS is good. They are passing. It's all good. We are growing children with low brains. We are growing children with low morals if we continue having examinations done like this. It's a shame. Very soon, if you are not careful, certificates from Ghana from this time onwards will be rejected by top universities of the world. And that is when the educational system in this country would have crashed down to its lowest level. Students will now be going to different parts of Africa and beyond to go and study. And it's the same politicians who will take their children to America and England to study. We will have to stay here and push our children to the degraded and downgraded schools done by these politicians. Is it not painful? It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And I'm most excited to be with you. Next story, my youth. Now the next story I want to look at is Prince David OSEI comes out bold. He's an actor. Prince David OSEI is a Ghanaian actor. And he's one of the loved actors of this nation. He's a very serious actor. When he's acting, you can see the seriousness, and he takes his profession very seriously. In the last elections, he was one of those that supported Nana Akufo-Addo to win. He regretted it and came and said so many nasty things about this government. But today he's saying something that is touching my heart so much. And we all have to think in that direction. Watch this. He says 2024 election, I am NPP, but I will campaign for Dumelo to unseat Lydia Alassane. And this is Prince David Osei talking. Now the bid for the member of parliament for Ayawaso West Wagon, Lydia Seiram Alassane, to retain the seat has become more difficult as Prince David Osei, who campaigned for her during the 2020 election, appears to be deserting her. Ghanaian actor Prince David Osei, a known supporter of the ruling New Patriotic Party NPP, has indicated that he will be supporting the National Democratic Congress NDC parliamentary candidate for Ayawaso West Wagon constituency, John Dumelo. Speaking in a GH1 interview on December 1, 2023, the actor explained that his decision to support Dumelo, despite the fact that he is a member of the NPP, is because the current MP has failed to address the needs of the constituency. That's it. So when your politicians fail, be bold enough to come out and tell them that they have failed. Ask for their impeachment. If the law doesn't allow you to impeach them, make sure that you don't vote for them in the next elections. And this is what Prince Osei is saying simply. I belong to the MPP, but my president has performed so abysmally, I might not vote for him in the next elections. And again, my MP also performed abysmally. Therefore, I'm going to support somebody that I know very well and I believe can do better than this person, even though in the last elections, I didn't support him. Can we think like that? We look at the work and we look at Ghana rather than personalities. When we go and vote for personalities rather than the content of their character and their ability to do the work, and putting Ghana first, we are going to put square pegs in round holes all over the place. Prince David Osei, thank you so much for this thing. I appreciate that you are thinking Ghana rather than party. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonamo, where we speak truth to power. And we'll take your last messages and we'll be done for the day. Okay? Tom Poe says, hi. Is this man with sunglasses a macho man? Oh, Black Rasta pa. Tom Poe, show us your photo. I'm sure that you have all the muscles. This guy is a giant. Understand? I know what you're talking about. You don't really see muscles, but you see a hefty structure standing there. Right? Yes, sir. Dobby Osman says, I agree with you, Black Rasta. No one is bigger than the truth. I wish the guy will hear you and think twice. Solly Evans says the economy will grow and grow and grow and grow, and there will be jobs and jobs and jobs. This economy of Nana Addo, Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we are together. Well, it's making mockery of the whole economy. And Kabila Pele says, big up, a.k.a. Blakk, Allah ya baka lafia. Abdul from Italy. Now go there. Amen. Audu Ture says, come here. And Hector Praise says, Black Rastaja guide. And then Audu Ture says, Black, feed the brains and minds of our patrons. Amishadai Gordon says, greetings from Ororo family. Oh, big up Ororo family. And my regards to the prophet, KOD. Love and respect. I'll be visiting one of these days. I've been speaking with the prophet. I truly love him. Ororo. Okay, so Said Dushi Kabbalah says, my man, watching you live from Iraq. Come here. All right. So we have Audu Ture says, come here. I think we've read these messages already. Any more messages? All right. The messages are gone. I want to say thank you so much for coming along. We appreciate you and we love you. It's been the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonamo, where we speak truth to power. Come here. It's time for us to say bye-bye to you. Catch me again tomorrow between 5 and 6. Until then, I want to apologize one more time for the break in streaming. It was because of power outage. Until I see you again tomorrow at 5, guidance and protection. Wayo!